I got this big old boy caught and loaded up. He's pretty hefty. I'm taking him about 2 hours away and selling him to Skeeter. So he served faithfully for, I think I've had him for, well, I had him since he was a lamb, so he's probably 2 or so. I got the dog tied up in this pen, trying to get him to bond with these sheep. This is a new dog. It's a Marama, or 3/4 Marama, and we're trying to get him to bond with these things. Our other dog, Duke, he's over there in a pen. He just kind of wants to chase the sheep, and I think he's not really trying to hurt them. He's just trying to play with them, it seems like. But yeah, we got this one here, and trying to get him bonded to these sheep. The sheep are selecting the weeds, belly deep in grass and selecting weeds. That's what I love to see. It's pretty incredible. The sheep are out here. I just turned them out onto this paddock down here, and there's a lot of weeds down there, especially cocklebur and pigweed, and they're just reaching up there eating that stuff first. Man, that makes me happy. We also have the dog out here with him. I just had him penned up for about an hour. Had the dog in the corral with the sheep, and just trying to get them used to each other and get them bonded. They're still a little unsure of each other, but they're definitely getting a little bit better. I'm working on making a layout here for the first 2 woven wire paddocks that I'm going to have out here. Up there, those trees is where the road is, and I'm going to have, this is the dividing half of the property, half of it's that way, half of it's that way. And so I'll have a woven wire coming down to here. It'll start up there close to that burn pile up there on the hill, and then where the white posts are, there and here and up on top of the hill, I'm going to have gates through here, and I'll be able to drive straight through from up there the whole way down to here, just by opening those gates. And then there'll be 2 paddocks here where this middle gate is right here. That'll be a dividing line going off in that direction. And so this bottom paddock right here closest to us will be 2 acres, and it'll just all be open is what I'm planning. And then the one up there closer to the road, I'll probably divide that into 2 sections, and there'll be a corral up there as well, somewhere up there where those smaller trees are, right up on top of the hill. Not exactly sure how it's all gonna work yet, but that's why I'm out here trying to lay out some stuff and figure out where all my corner posts need to be, where all my gates are gonna be hanging. And I'm gonna probably try to put some T-posts in this line and get ready to, once I get my corner posts in, I'll be able to start stretching some wire and getting fence up out here. Well, here's my first string line. I only got about 10 or 15 posts over here for today, but I'm gonna go ahead and pound those in, and we'll at least have a start of the fencing. Boy, this makes me happy. Well, I got a start on it. There's about 15 or so posts up right there. It's gonna take a long time. I think I figured up it's 200 posts just for this woven wire area. It's gonna be a minute. That's okay, we're getting started. So we tried to leave some trees sprinkled throughout the pasture for shade, but then also Like this tree right here, I did an ID app on it, and it says it's a persimmon tree, which is excellent because the fruit from persimmon trees cows and sheep will eat and be able to get use out of. So it'll kind of be a dual purpose. As it grows up, it'll be shade, but then it'll also have some food value for them as well. Especially most persimmons are ready to start falling about right now, and depends on the varieties and stuff. I think they can go till, maybe like December. So it's a good time of the year to have some extra nutrition for the animals. So I'm hoping to try to keep as many of those kinds of trees as possible. Those and some of the oak trees, and then I probably will do some planting as well for more shade trees and dual purpose stuff like persimmons. When I came over here and got the sheep up, I have to catch one out. There's a guy coming to buy one today, so I got it caught over there. Got to take that home. And then the cows came up here too. They're looking pretty good. Probably gonna sell some of these calves right there. We're gonna sell him, and I don't know, I'm not sure about this heifer right here, this black white face. Not sure if I'm gonna keep her or sell her. When I caught the lamb, brought it over here to the house, and now the guy texted me and says that he's not coming today. He might come later this week. And he don't even want this one. He wants a ram. And I caught a ewe, so I guess I have to turn this thing out again, and maybe later this week we'll catch another one for him. So we just had a hurricane come through here last night. It ended up not being too bad, but this is some standing water from that. I think in 36 or 48 hours we had 6.5 inches of rain, but we didn't have much wind, so that was very nice. It ended up turning and not getting so close to here. I tried to move these sheep before the hurricane out into some of that higher ground, and I didn't shut the gate, and they came right back down through here, so they ended up staying down here. But now I was gonna see if I could move them again, but it's pretty wet in the ditch to get across down there, so I'll probably wait and maybe try tomorrow. Right, here's that gate opening I was talking about. I came out here and the sheep actually moved themselves over here. Half the group is here and half of the group is up beyond that hill. I sure didn't think they would cross that creek. There's a place up there where they can cross easier, and they came on across, so apparently they wanted to be on this side, which is very good. So I had some of these T-posts. This is a line that separates the two paddocks out here, and I have a T-post on each end, and they have just got destroyed, so I drilled some holes. Forgot to take videos of that, of course, and just put this post in. I have one to put on the other end, and I also put one down, ooh boy, right down there. There was a T-post there that was leaning real hard, and I stuck that in, so now they'll have some time to get solid, and then I'll hook the wires up to them and have this fence in a little bit better shape. It wasn't too big of a deal for the summer, but here for winter I want to be able to keep them out of certain areas when I go to plant, so gotta get these things solid and get the wires hooked back up to them. I had to take the float off of this water trough because I had another one that got messed up, so I bought a new one today. Gotta get out here and put it on. And then I just put some salt out for them as well. I just turned them back out to these paddocks. There's grass, like some of that grass out there is up between my knees and my waist. It's kind of ridiculous how much grass there is out here. It's nice for a change. All summer long I feel like I struggled to have good grass everywhere, and now that we're at the end of summer, we've caught some rains, we've got really good grass. Driving down here to where I got to put this other post in. This just gives you an idea of how much grass there is out here. I even have a little bit of the millet that we planted. I planted this a little bit 2 separate times, and it just never came up very well. But now that the sheep have been off of it for a little while, there's actually a little bit out here, not much, but and we planted just a little bit of sun hemp too, and there's one that's blooming. Got a third one in. I should wrap that up for today. Probably give those about a week or so for that concrete to get hard and kind of settle in there. Then I'll tighten those fences up on them and we'll be ready to go. So I bought some old telephone posts and I'm cutting them up and loading them up on the trailer. I'm cutting in about 10-foot sections, and I cut one real long one up, and I'm going to leave two about 24 feet, and we're going to use those at the entrance of our property and make a little archway there. So I'm just out trying to cut these things into the roughly the 10-foot lengths and load them up. I don't know if I'll get them all today, but I want to get as many over there as I can today. Quite the load already. I still have 5 long ones over there to cut up. I don't know. It's gonna take probably at least 2 more loads. So I had the skid steer to load these up, but now I don't have the skid steer over here, so y'all sit tight and I'll see what I can do to get these things off. Well, I managed to get all but 3 off. These 2 long ones, I figured they'd give me a hard time, so hooked them up to a tree. Now I'll pull them off. And they're off. Wasn't too bad. Brought one more long one over here. A bunch of these short ones. Just got to get these rolled off. These things are big. My goodness. Of course, the last one had to roll up under the tire. Got it out. Wasn't bad. Goodness, that's a lot of posts. Still got 2 more long ones to cut up and bring over here. But I think that's gonna do it for today. I'm ready to get some of these posts up out here, get water trenched in. Curtis got the well put in. It's nice. Got to burn that pile. Got a lot of work to do. We're slowly getting there. Thank y'all for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.